Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. So in today's video, we will cover Kafka Appender configuration in Log4j2 with Spring Boot. So Kafka Appender basically send logs event to Kafka Apache topic, and each event is sent as a Kafka reward. So each event contain a message actually. So here are some of the important parameters which we need to configure to enable Kafka Appender. So topic, first we need to declare a topic or create a topic to which we need to send log event. Then uh, then we have some other parameters like key, filter, layout, name, properties, sync send, ignore exception. So the important one are properties, sync send, and ignore exception. In sync send, by default it is true. So by default Kafka will send for Kafka appender will wait for the acknowledgement from Kafka if the message is received via Kafka broker or not. And if the sync send is false, so in that case it will not wait and it will simply push event to Kafka, and it will not wait for the acknowledgement. Then we have ignore exception. By default it is true. We will cover it in failover because we required this property uh, there only. Okay, so today we will uh, use Kafka Docker image. So first we need to do Docker. We need to install Docker at our machine. Then we will, after importing Kafka image, we will expose port to local machine so that our application can connect with Kafka broker. Then we will do Kafka Appender configuration. Then we will verify the Kafka logs. So this is the prerequisite. We need Log4j dependency in our project. Okay, so let's do the configuration. Let's create Log4j XML file. Let's copy the configuration from the official site. Let's define logger. So here we have defined the Kafka broker address, and this will be our topic name on which we will be pushing our log events. So I have already downloaded a Docker image for Kafka. You can do the same. So I will be running this on 9092 port locally, and I am exposing this port so that my local machine can connect with this. So the container is running now. Let's check. So this is the running container. By default, if topic is not there, it will create topic. Okay, so if you want to uh, the auto creation of topic is enabled by default. If you want to disable it, you need to add a property here at the Kafka level. At the Kafka level configuration, you need to define a property so that topic did not get auto created. Okay, so I am entering inside the running container with shell command. Let's add consumer on Kafka topic. Kafka Thing. So this is our topic. And this is server. Let's uh let's start our application once. So there is some issue with the configuration. Configuration Kafka. Okay, let's just copy this configuration. Attribute. Now try again. So it is throwing the producer not access class not found error because Kafka Appender need uh, Apache Kafka client to connect with Kafka and to send message to Kafka broker or at a topic, right? So let's add the dependency. Let's add it in our build.kdl and reload the project. Let's try to rerun it now. Okay, so now you can see we are able. So on a consumer, we are receiving the messages. So the Kafka Appender configuration is working fine here. There are more properties to it, like with Kafka Appender, you can uh, like add buffering as well, and you can make it async, right? Let's check. So what is the benefit of enabling buffering here? So if so let's suppose you have a production server, so uh, the TPS will be higher on production, right? So the amount of logs will be also huge. So sending each log event one by one will take a lot of CPU usage, as well as it will always create a new connection with Kafka, right? So if we enable buffering on Kafka, then it will give us a better performance, right? Because it will start pushing logs event in batches. So Kafka have this property to enable the buffering, or we can define a batch size as well. So it will store the data in buffer, and once that batch size limit reaches, it send the buffer messages to Kafka broker. Okay, or we can just go through this link only for properties, right? So you have properties like buffer memory, right? Then we have batch dot size, right? If we define this property, then it will wait for buffer the batch size. Once the batch size reaches in the buffer, it will send all the messages in one go and define the value. Okay, so now the batch size is uh, 10,000 bytes. So you can go through all these property once for better performance from the Kafka appenders. Thank you for watching.